She already knows. That's the truth you keep avoiding. She knows you're into her. She knows you care. She knows you're waiting on that message, staring at your phone, hoping. And yet nothing. No reply. No explanation. Just silence. That silence is not confusion. It's not her being busy. It's not her forgetting. It's a decision. She chose not to respond, knowing exactly how you feel. And that's what hurts most, isn't it? It's not just that she didn't answer, but that she knew you'd be waiting and still chose not to. If someone truly wanted to be part of your life, they'd never let you sit there wondering. They'd never leave you on read, doubting yourself, trying to make sense of something so obvious. When someone values you, they don't make you question it. They show up, they call, they reply, they make it easy. But here you are overthinking. Every word you sent, clinging to false hope. Maybe she missed the message. Maybe she's busy. Maybe she'll reply tomorrow. You keep making excuses to protect yourself from the reality you already feel in your gut. She saw it. She just didn't care enough to answer. That's the truth you need to face. And the faster you accept it, the faster you take your power back. The silence is your closure. It's a fact she used to care and now doesn't. That's your answer. You don't need to follow up. You don't need to send a clever message or a final heartfelt text. You need to sit with the discomfort, let it burn, let it harden you. This is where your strength is forged, not in getting a response, but in respecting yourself enough not to ask twice. You only look weak when you ignore the truth. That's right in front of you. If she wanted you, you'd know. You wouldn't have to beg for clarity. Asterisk, most men don't realize how much damage they do with that one extra text. They think it's harmless. It's just a little follow-up, a small reminder. Want a final check-in. But what they don't see is how each message they send chips away at their value. Every text screams, I still need you. I still haven't let go. And she feels that. She knows it. And the worst part, doesn't pull her closer, it pushes her away. Every time you try to re-engage, all you're doing is proving that she holds the power. She knows you'll keep reaching out no matter how long she ignores you. That's why she doesn't reply. Not because she's too busy, not because she didn't see it, but because she doesn't feel the urgency to. She knows you'll always be there, available, waiting, hoping. And in that dynamic, there's no attraction. There's no respect. Attraction requires polarity, tension, a bit of uncertainty. But when you're always the one chasing, you kill that tension. You make yourself easy to forget, too convenient, too available. You become just another guy in her inbox trying to be funny, sweet, or emotionally open, when what truly captivates her is the man who says nothing. The man who lets her absence speak louder than his words. That silence builds pressure, creates mystery, and mystery is where her mind starts to wander. But if you never let that silence exist, she never gets the chance to feel your absence, so she never feels your value. She never misses you. Because how can she miss someone who's always right there, handing over his attention like it means nothing? That's not strength, that's surrender. And every message you send is proof that you still haven't realized your worth. You're not pulling her closer, you're pushing her further away with every word you type. Asterisk. You've been trying to win her over by being consistent, by showing up, by reminding her that you care. You thought that if you just kept proving yourself, eventually she'd see your worth. But what you don't understand is that this constant availability, this emotional pursuit, is exactly what made her lose interest. She doesn't wonder about you because there's nothing to wonder. She doesn't chase you because there's no reason to. You're too easy to reach. It's too predictable. It's certain. And in the world of attraction, certainty kills curiosity. She knows you'll text. She knows you'll respond. She knows that any moment she wants your attention, she can have it. And that's why she doesn't value it, because she never had. To earn it, and we don't appreciate what comes without effort. So now it's time to flip the script. You stop chasing, stop initiating, you stop responding, pull back completely. Not to punish her, but to save yourself. You reclaim your time, your energy, your dignity. You become the man who suddenly becomes a mystery, the one she can no longer read like a book, the one who stops orbiting her and vanishes into his own world, that's when the power shifts. That's when curiosity returns. It might not happen right away. She might not notice at first, but over time she'll feel the difference. She'll feel the lack of your presence. She'll start to wonder. And that wondering, that questioning, is where attraction begins again. Not because you manipulated herb, because you remembered your value. You stopped begging to be seen and chose to disappear. You let go of needing a reply and started building a life where her silence doesn't echo anymore. And the irony? The moment she realizes she lost your attention is the moment she may want it again. Asterisk, you've given too much of yourself to someone who isn't even giving you the time of day. Think about that. All the energy you've spent checking your phone, rereading old messages, replaying conversations, analyzing what you said and what she meant. What did it bring you? It's nothing but confusion and exhaustion. You've been stuck in a loop, draining yourself over someone who barely thinks about you. And that's the painful part. She's moved on with her life, while you've been frozen in place, waiting on a message that may never come. Your mind is stuck in her world, while she's not giving yours a second thought. That imbalance is destroying your momentum, robbing you of your strength. But here's the shift. You can take all that energy and direct it inward. Imagine if you gave yourself the same effort you gave her. If you used all that focus to hit the gym, to read, to build, to grow. The same drive you're using to obsess over her, you could be using to evolve. And not just to impress anyone, but for yourself. Because the truth is, you are the prize. Your attention is rare. Your energy is gold.
Ow.
Your presence is a gift, and it should never be given to someone who treats it like an option. The more you pour into yourself, the less you'll even remember why you cared so much. The stronger you become, the less you'll tolerate being ignored. And here's the irony. When you stop chasing, when you become so focused on your purpose that you don't even look back, that's when they usually do. But by then, it won't matter, because you'll be too far ahead, too evolved, too grounded. Not bitter, not angry, just done. And nothing is more powerful than a man who is truly done. Asterisk, never text her again. Not because you're trying to teach her a lesson, not because you're playing games, but because you've finally accepted that your peace is more important than her response. The second you send another message, you undo every step forward you've taken. You throw yourself back into the same cycle of doubt, hope, and disappointment. And for what? A temporary hit of validation? It's a shallow conversation that ends in silence again? You've already seen the pattern. Her replies, if they come at all, are short, cold, lifeless. She's not trying to reconnect. She's keeping you as an option, and you deserve more than that. You deserve clarity, effort, real connection, but most of all, you deserve to respect yourself. Every time you reach out, you lower your standards a little more. You tell her, you can ignore me, and I'll still be here. That's not loyalty. That's self-abandonment. And the truth is, she knows your worth. She's just betting that you don't. So now it's time to show her she was wrong. Don't prove your value by texting her again. You prove it by going completely silent. You reclaim your power through discipline, through restraint, through the refusal to chase someone who isn't chasing you. Because the man who can walk away without a word is the one who is remembered. Maybe eventually she'll text you. Maybe curiosity will get the best of her. Maybe she'll realize what she lost. By then, you won't care. Because the goal was never to make her miss you. The goal was to find yourself again, to become the man who no longer begs for attention, but commands it by who he is. So no. No matter how strong the urge is, don't send that message. Not today. Not tomorrow. Not ever. Silence is your power now.